Welcome back to Talks Chrome. I'm your host, Sean O'Donnell. With me tonight, Dallas McLaughlin.
And we're live.
Nick McCann.
Rip it and sip it.
Rip it and sip it, indeed.
I'm using that. I'm workshopping it.
No, it's fine. I love it. We're going to put it on a t-shirt, Nick.
No reason to workshop it. It sounds like it's done deal.
Thank you for being here. Tonight's a very special episode of Talks Chrome. It is the first time, Dallas, that we're doing a PSA reveal video.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, we just did a CGC reveal. We're a card show where we did a comic book grading reveal before we did the PSA reveal.
And boy, did the views tell us not to do that again.
No more of those. And I'm out of comics anyway, so I can't grade anymore.
But I'll tell you, Sean, you know what? Listen, if you haven't watched it, maybe you can link it in this video. It was one of the most fun I've had doing one of these.
It was probably the most fun video
It was
we've
really
done.
fun.
So I don't really care if I only got 20 views because those 20 people get me and you and comics. And it was so fun. I wish I had more comments to grade.
Listen, I'm going to open up the chat right now and get this going.
No, we're not live. This is a pre-taped.
No, I got the chat box.
No, there's no chat. But we are going to do a 10 card PSA reveal. Now, I've never done one of these before, so don't give me a hard time. Well, it's just 10. There's 10 cards in here. So I have not.
Row?
Okay, look. I have not opened this yet. I've had this for like 2 weeks, and it's killing me. I don't know what the grades are. Okay?
I really hope. You think they lay them flat, so you're going to open up the box, we're going to see the first one?
I might know what like one of the grades are, and I'll get into how I accidentally found out, but we're going to get into this. I have pricing for all these of like what they're going to be, if it's an 8 or a 9 or what it was raw, or if I should have just held on to it. My 87 Jordan is in here, Dallas. I'm very excited for that one. That's a big card. That's like one of my favorites. So let's open it up and see. Okay, so look. So it comes out like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and we're gonna go.
Can I ask a personal question?
Yes.
How much does it cost to get?
Yes,
one of these
I'm gonna
things?
go through all this. So it's $50 a card. So it's a lot of money. It's $500 to grade all these cards. But if a couple of these get 10s, then it paid for itself. Now Jordan's right here on the front, and I want to end with that. So we're gonna move him over here, and we are gonna do Jordan last. So we're gonna start with. Should we start with Justin Herbert?
Should I send in my Hal Dues card to get PSA graded?
If you want to spend the $50 on it, that's fine. Okay, so this Justin Herbert was actually from a video that Nick and I did. It was a box of Prestige, and it was a mega box, and we pulled this Herbert Auto to 10. Now, here's what I know about this card. It's numbered to 20. So there's like only 2 of these that have been graded. One is an 8, and one is a 10. Which one do we have, Dallas? We probably have the 8, right?
I'm going to say you have the 8.
Okay. So, like I said, this one was, there's none of these have ever been sold on eBay, so it's really hard to comp. There was a gold version of this, because it's blue, that was a PSA 10 that went for $1,000. So, even if it's 10, it's not going to be worth that much, but let's turn it over and find out.
Let's turn it over.
We got a...
Drum roll, please.
We got the 10! We got the 10! Okay, so...
Did that pay for itself?
Right there, that probably paid for the grading. So, you can go on PSA and look at, they call it the pop report, right? So, because what I did is I wanted to research, like, okay, how many of these cards exist in the world? Like, the Jordan, there's like thousands of them. Yeah. This Justin Herbert card, it's a second-year auto. It's not a huge card, but there's only 2 of this version that have been graded. One is an 8, one is a 10. We got the 10. So if a 15 went for $1,000, this might be $600 to $800. So pretty good.
So PSA tells you.
Sorry, could you say that again? My apologies.
What happened?
Siri is, I don't know.
Did she think I said? Oh, so that your pop report says we've graded these cards recently.
No, or of all time. So one thing you can do is you can spoil it. Like, I don't know what any of the grades are, and I didn't want to. I wanted to be surprised.
So this is how you accidentally.
So when I went on there, it was like, there's 2 graded. One's an 8, one's a 10. I was like, oh man, which one? Oh, we got the 10. Let's go. Okay, off to a good start.
Me being sad, guessing you got the 8.
He's a great player. I hope someday I can say his name out loud.
We're disgruntled Charger fans. Look, part of it is this is my first submission, so like I did try to look at the cards and be like, hey, did I pick good ones? But I don't know what I'm doing. This Juan Soto, this was the red from Bowman Sterling that we just pulled out of a Houdini mystery box. So this one, I did not.
San Diego Padre.
I did not look at the pop report on this one because there's only 5 of these. There'd be no way I would totally spoil it. It looked like it was in great condition.
Can we guess? Can we guess?
Yeah, let's guess.
I think we're going 10.
I'm gonna say 9.5.
They don't do 5s. 9.5.
I'm gonna say 5.
Let's see. Oh, we got a 9. Hey, that's okay. This one was impossible to comp because there's only 5 of these. I did look up other kind of similar Juan Soto. The 50 to this, so the gold one raw did like $70, but like the 21 Topps Chrome red stuff, like a 9 did $800. That's probably a harder pull. The 85 did 500 raw, so I would think this is at least a couple $100. Bummer it's not a 10. It's just a sick card. So,
yeah, it's just so weird that 9. Like you figure like the drop off would be like at 7.
Yeah. No, from 9 to 10 is a big deal. And this looks, it's a great looking card. I can't really tell why it didn't get it, but I don't grade cards at PSA.
PSA is not a Nationals fans. They're not Nationals fans.
No, I don't think that's it. They've given tons of them. So this next one, you guys are not my soccer dudes. That would be Joe. Joe was with me when we pulled this card on one of our Boombox soccer videos. This is the 2020 Topps Chrome Sapphire Kareem Adeyemi, and this is a yellow, and it is to 99, as you can see. A PSA 10 sold this week for $810.
Okay.
A 9 is worth $370. So if we get a 10 on this one, that's huge. Raw is like $350, so it's kind of like if I graded it and gets a 9, I could have just held on to it. But let's see what we got.
So this guy's from Ted Lasso.
This guy's from Ted. FC Salzburg. What did we do?
Guess. Can we still guess?
Please guess.
I'm gonna guess a 9.
7. I don't know.
Why don't say 7? How do I hang up on Nick?
Sorry.
Let it be a 10.
I want it to be a 10.
It's a 9. It's a 9. So, hey, you know what? It's still a good-looking card. Again, I'm not probably going to move any of these. Maybe it's a little off-center top to bottom. But stoked on this card. Pulling this in general out of just a mystery box. Okay.
Why wouldn't you move him? Why not move him, man?
Because, he's there's still some ceiling left, I feel like, on that card.
I'm going to get that Tatis rookie card appraised and then move it immediately.
This Nick Gonzalez card is the one where I was like, why did I grade this? We pulled this from one of our first videos. It's a yellow Bowman first draft. These cards don't grade well in general, and I didn't realize that till after I sent it in. There's really no way to comp this card. I'm going to say this card's an 8, and I'm going to hope it's an 8. You guys feel free if you want to chime in before I flip it.
I'll say 8. I'll agree with you.
I want it to be an 8.
Okay, I want it to be a 10, but it's probably an 8. Let's see what we got. It's a 9.
Oh,
I'll take a 9. I thought that this card would grade worse than that because the foil is kind of funny with the kind of flakes a little bit. The centering on it looked good. I think Nick Gonzalez is still good. He's cooled off a little bit, but I still like this card. So, all right. This next card is a big one for me. This is Cade Cowell, Pitch Prodigy's orange autograph. Now, Cade Cowell is one of those guys where he's really young. He plays in the MLS, but the ceiling for this card and for this guy is huge. If he ends up playing in Bundesliga or if he makes it to the Premier League at some point, then this card being his first auto card is huge. It's an orange. There's only one of these graded in any grade, and I have it. This came directly from Topps. It was a redemption. So it came in like a holder. I took it right out. I put it in the sleeve to send it to PSA. If there's one that I'd like a 10, it would be this one. Dallas, what's it going to get?
I'm going to say 10. I'm going to give you a good vibes.
Give this one to me. Nick, you ready?
Yep. 10.
Oh, it's a 9.
They're all 9s.
Darn it.
They're all 9.
Yeah. That one's tough because
9s.
it's like, it wasn't even pulled out of a pack. It came directly from Topps.
So it's Topps' fault.
But it looks so good. Why is it a 9?
Do you want me to? I had a really good thing going when I was mailing Topps things. I could mail Topps a complaint.
I don't know why I sent Brian Reynolds rookie card Mother's Day to 50 in, but let's look real quick and see. I don't think that this one is going to be.
You would have had a better chance just sending that to Joe.
Could we do a live video where you put this on the internet and we watch the money roll in?
So
And just
70.
see-
So this
Yeah,
is
do
a
live auction.
raw.
live
This is a
auction.
$76 card. If it's a PSA 9, it's 119. I already actually know that it's a 9 because I spoiled this for myself. There's no 10s. I was looking up the pop report on this one, and it's like 0 10s. I'm like, well, okay, I didn't get a 10 in this one.
That Brian Reynolds card you could sell for $117.
$119. What's to 50? I think Brian Reynolds is good. I'm holding on to this one.
Sure.
But it's
I don't know if I'd pay $119 for a Brian Reynolds card.
Okay. Wander Franco short print. We pulled this from a Cheap Fun Breaks mystery box a couple months ago. This is a hot card right now in the industry.
Hot card.
I would love for this to be a
hot
10.
card.
I'm going to have everyone tell me that this is going to be a 10 on the show. Dallas, starting with you.
It's going to be an 8.
Nick?
9. I'm going 9 every time.
Okay, so if it's a 9, it's a 300. It's 300 to 550. The sales are all over the place on this one. There's been 35 that are graded a 9. There's 73 10s. So this card has done very well. It's a new card, so you would expect it to do well, but I wouldn't expect it to do that well. A PSA 10 is an $875 to $1,200 card, Dallas.
Kind of a new card.
Should I end with this? I feel like we should.
The Jordan ending thing is so
But
much
should we
more
do
fun.
this one and then the Jordan though to end it?
Is it? What's
I think
next?
we're going to do that. We're going to do this Michael Harris. Michael Harris is the #1 prospect for the Braves, and his card right here, it's a pop 109 for a PSA 10. It's a $500 card. It's a PSA 9 is a $200 card, and it's a pop 84. I'm going to say it's a 10. Dallas?
I'll say 9.
I want to manifest a 10 for you.
It's a 10. Michael Harris,
Boom.
the #1 prospect for the Braves. I pulled this out of a Bowman Chrome box before I started Talk Scrum. But I was like,
look
you know
at
what?
that.
Maybe I should start filming these videos. So stoked to get a 10. We had kind of been without a 10 for a while. Let's look at this Anthony Volpe. Speaking of #1 prospects for their team, the Yankees' #1 prospect. He's a shortstop. This is a mega box autograph.
Anthony Volpe.
Anthony
I
Volpe.
have him in my minor league system.
So there you go. So a PSA 10 of this is $510. There's 175 of those. A PSA 9, $200. 61 of those.
Volpe.
So we got a good chance. Let's
Are
check
you
it out.
saying no Volpe ZD?
Okay, Dallas, what is it? It's a 10.
I'm going to say it's a 10.
I don't disagree with Dallas ever in
Thank
matters
you.
like this.
Oh, there he is. Volpe with a 10.
Oh, Anthony Volpe.
Okay, so we're gonna do the Franco. Oh, please be a 10, dude. All right, here we go.
Come on. Give us some of that Volpe magic, Franco.
Yeah, let's go. That is a huge card for Wander Franco, who's having a great season. So, like I said, a 10 in this card right now is going for $875 to $1,200, and we pulled it out of a $200 mystery box. Thank
That's
you, Houdini.
amazing.
What a card. Okay.
Wow.
When
This is-
when you send us our quarterlies, why don't you ever send us these kind of cards?
Yeah, I'd like to,
Why am I getting Chris Paddock?
Okay, here's the deal with this Jordan card. This is my favorite card in my collection. I went to a Warriors game. This would have probably been like, 1988. My dad took me, and we were walking around maybe in between, went to get some snacks, walked by the little, the souvenir thing. He's like, what do you want? You want like a hat or a sweatshirt? I was like, I want the set of cards. They had the whole set from this year, all 132 cards. So that's what I had. I took it. I had it. I kept it in good conditions. I had it in one of those little screw down cases. To me, this card looks really good. It's a little off top to bottom. So corners looked mint. Centering on the left and right looked really good. Top to bottom, it's off. So let's just go through the numbers real quick for this. And I appreciate you guys being patient and watching this video. A PSA 10 in this card is $18,000. It's
What?
$18,000. This is not going to be a PSA 10 because they didn't upcharge me. So the service level that I did were all cards, I think, between, up to $1,000. So if PSA would have been like, this is a 10, I would have gotten an email from them being like, you owe us more money. And I didn't get that.
Why is that? That makes no sense.
I don't really quite understand it, but maybe it's because of insurance or service or handling or whatever. I mean, also because they want a chunk of the money you're going to make off selling an $18,000 Michael Jordan PSA 10, right? If
So what are
hand
you
in it-
hoping for then?
So ideally it'd be a 9, but a 9 is worth $1,800. I think I would have gotten upcharged on this. So I think at best I'm looking at an 8. Which I'd love a 9 on it. I think it's a really clean card, but I don't grade cards for PSA. Anyway, let's hope it's an 8. If it's a 9, that'd be amazing, but I don't think that's the case. A 7 or a 6, there's a good chance it is that, but I'm hoping for an 8, and I would love a 9, but it's probably a 3. But look at the corners, right? The corners look amazing on this card.
I'm going to say it's a 10 and PSA just forgot to charge you.
What if that happened right now?
That would be amazing.
If it's a 9, that's the win of the video. Let's check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Michael Jordan. It doesn't matter really to me because I'm never going to sell this card. It's an 8. I'll take it.
Hey, it's an 8.
It's
So
a
how much is
clean,
that?
so it's a $500 card. It's a clean looking 8, man. Would have loved the 9, but like I said, top to bottom is pretty off. But left and right are clean, and the corners are good. I would have really liked a 9. People sometimes will crack these and submit them. Let's take a look and see how we did. I'm going to stack our 10s, 1, 2, 3. So, man, I would have loved the cow, but it's what can you do? So you
got that Wander Franco 10.
So we got 4 10s. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 9s, and an 8. That was our PSA submission video. Really stoked on that Wander card. That was probably the card of the video. Would have loved to get the Cade. And the Jordan is now protected against evil forever. Anyway, that was our first PSA submission video. I'm happy.
So what's the plan with these? Are you going to sell them on?
Right now, I don't know.
I want to follow I feel invested now.
You want to follow the trail?
I want to follow the trail.
I'm definitely going to hold on to the Franco. I probably will just hold on to all these. Like a guy like Michael Harris, I'm going to wait on him because if he comes up and he's, Braves fans are crazy. They love their prospects. Volpe's another guy. It's like, I don't know. I guess I could get out, for $500 on this card. But what if he ends up being great? I'm kind of more interested in just holding these now and just seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Couldn't disagree with you more.
So
I'd like to see how I'd like to see you sell something and just post the DMs.
I sell like really cheap stuff on eBay. It's like also like lots of cards for like $5. Here's 20 cards for $5. Like just get these out of my house kind of deal. Anyway, that was our video. It was probably way too long, but I appreciate you watching. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite card? What card do you think I got robbed the most on?
What's your favorite Michael Jordan memory? Tell us in the comments.
Why do you think the Jordan should be a 9? For Dallas and Nick and for Joe, who's also now slabbed in one of these somewhere. I've got Joe in a life-size PSA.
If Joe were still alive, he would have that Jordan as a 9.
Hey, shout out to our friend Kristen, who's the only person we let moderate our live chats. She just had shoulder surgery today. I saw it on Twitter.
That's why I had to open up the chat this time around.
We're not live. I'm gonna we'll make sure we throw her Twitter.
That's why my shoulder hurts.
Go wish her a speedy recovery. I hope she's ripping cards again soon. Kristen, hi. Hope you're feeling better. And
that is the worst of all rippers injuries.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Yeah. You don't want to go down with shoulders. I can barely do this, and I have 2 shoulders that are working.
Yeah, you need it.
Well,
that and a wrist injury. I mean, you're just out of luck.
Christian, we need to get well soon so you can get back in that chat and start kicking people out like us. We don't need to be on the show anymore. We have no reason. Anyway, that was our show. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Talk Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you next time on Talk Scrum.
See you next time on Talk Scrum. Joe's dead.
Joe.
Jordan was a 10.
Jordan was always
been a 10.